Hey guys, it's RipChip here with something I don't do very often, which is a recorded Let's Play rather than like doing a playthrough on stream. I haven't done one of these in a very, very long time, and I just felt like doing it again today. Mostly because this is not something that I would usually stream. Figured I'd do it just for fun, you know, something for somebody to watch just when they're chilling out, just don't have to worry about catching stuff live or whatever, you know, just something different. I haven't done something like that in a while, but anyways, enough of that nonsense. I'll go ahead and reset it so you can see what it is. This is Super Mario 64 Last Impact, a ROM hack by KZ Manoir. This is, hold on, I'm gonna adjust this a little bit. This is one of the most ambitious ROM hacks I've seen for Super Mario 64. There is a lot of custom stuff thrown into the game that normally isn't there, so that's kind of wild, but a lot of people like to talk about this ROM hack like it's the best one there is. I've played this once before already, and my initial impression when I played this the first time wasn't quite as positive. There were a lot of things I did not like about this game. Also a lot of like bugs and problems. I'm playing on the most recent patch, which came out a few months ago. So maybe some things are different, you know. It's been a while, maybe playing it again will change my opinion. Who knows? But anyways, to start off, right off the bat, you have that cutscene of Peach and Toad in trouble, and you've got this enemy here, which is hopefully going to react to me. Oh, well, that works too. Yeah, this game has a lot of custom things thrown into it, as I mentioned before. A lot of those include enemies, which is kind of interesting, but kind of comes in mixed results, to be honest, as far as, you know, the cool stuff and the not-so-cool stuff. But, yeah, like every traditional ROM hack, it's the same gameplay goal as Mario 64, which is just collecting stars, going to the next level, and beating the game. So we're gonna start right here. Also, I'm not entirely sure why there's just this, like, kind of dusky-looking sky with stones falling. But, yeah. This is actually course 2, not the first course, but, as you can see, there's cutscenes at the beginning of each star that give you a hint on what you're supposed to be doing. I think that's kind of a cool little addition. It's one of the things about this that I really like. It's one of those ideas that's borrowed from, I believe Super Mario Sunshine is where this thing started with Mario games, but I'm going to this tent, talk to him, see what he wants. He just wants me to get rid of rocks. If y'all really wanted to read that, you can just pause each frame and read it yourself, or just play it. I don't care. It's not useful, I already know what to do, so. As you can see, these just look like ordinary, you know, just rocks, but as you can see, they also have spikes, so we can't just hit them. Also, I thought there was another... Oh, there he is, okay. Because if we touch it just like that, we'll take damage. More of the custom stuff added to the game, as I mentioned before, right in the very beginning, too. And we got our first real star in this. And with all the additional stuff that's been added to the game, including music and enemies and stuff, you still get the traditional star collecting music. That's one of those things in Mario 64 that just doesn't need to be changed. Alrighty. So, we're 1 star down. We're only just getting started, though. This ROM hack has 130 stars. I do not know if I'm going to get all of them. I was not motivated to do so the first time I played this. For all I know, I could very easily just stop playing this again. Maybe I'll like this more, maybe I'll hate it more, who knows. I'm just doing this for fun, so we'll see what happens. But, I'm also going to take my own pace with this. Maybe I'll do huge chunks of this game at one time, maybe I'll wait a little bit, who knows. This is just something for fun on the side, as opposed to just usual streaming. Alrighty, so we got all these little spots here, these decals of mud. And of course, any Mario fan knows that the best way to deal with that is with Flood, which is up here. If I can get to him, that'd be awesome. There we go. So yeah, like I said, there's a lot of custom things. This game has a lot of power-ups that you're only going to really see once or twice. This is one of them, which is Flood, and I'm trying to remember how to use him. The heck? Hold on one second. I gotta make sure my keys or my controller's configured correctly. L. There we go. That should help. Or maybe not. Oh, okay. I thought it was different. A lot of times in this game, the power-ups you'll pick up will use the L key. This one apparently isn't the case. I don't know, it's been a while. Maybe that's how it was originally, I can't remember. But just by jumping and holding jump, you can use Flood. And he doesn't have a water meter like he does in Sunshine, so you can just kind of spray and pray till all the mud goes away. Let's make our way over here. I don't actually know if there's a limit of how long you can hold this. I'm gonna check and see. Another kind of interesting thing that this ROM hack has is that you can use the D-pad to move the camera up and down like this. A lot of ROM hacks suffer from having really, really bad camera implementation, but that's just a result of honestly hacking Mario 64. But some ROM hacks do a good job and have certain coding added to it to make it better. This one goes the extra mile by having that. Oh, we're already done with the mud cleaning. Nice. So yeah, that's just a taste of what's to come with the power-ups. Like I said, there's a lot of them, and I think that's one of the things I didn't like about... Hold on, my mouse is in the way. Whoops. Hopefully that wasn't too distracting. But anyways, one of the things I think is actually a weakness to this ROM hack is that it does incorporate a lot of things, but only uses them maybe once or twice. So it almost just feels like it's kind of thrown in there just for the sake of saying, hey, look what I can put in this. And I mean, that's fine, but I also don't think that equates to, you know, being a good game, but that's just me. Let's go into this temple. It's what the game wants us to do right now. You're gonna recognize a lot of the music from other games. It's something that Mario ROM hacks do a lot. But the other thing that's kind of cool about this one is there are, I believe, a couple tracks in this game that are actually unique. And here's another thing that's definitely not in the base Mario 64 game. This flying snake. This is actually kind of cool looking, but, you know, this game is still limited to what the N64, or what N64 emulation is capable of producing, so I'd like to go up there. So, you know, might look a little silly, but some of these things look pretty good. There's some actually really impressive textures in this ROM hack. I can't remember. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I actually have to wait for the snake now. Could be wrong. Worst comes to worst, I fall and take a bunch of damage, and boom, I'm back up here eventually. So one thing that may not have been readily noticed, and I don't think would be easy to notice until I actually take damage, but one thing this ROM hack does do differently is that unlike Mario's traditional health, which is like 8 points of health, you only have 6 in this one. So for reference, let's say lava does like, oh no, don't do this, Mario, please. lava will take 3 points of health, so in Mario 64, if you hit lava twice, or 3 times, you'll die, but with 6 points of health, you hit it twice, and that'll be enough. So it does add a little bit of challenge. I'm trying to wall kick off of this, and I'm not succeeding. I'm just worried about, falling off. There we go. Because Lord knows I don't want to have to do this again. There are some later levels where platforming can get really tricky, and often require a lot of backtracking when you screw up. What's he gonna tell me? Alright, neato. So we're gonna take that message, actually apply it. It looks like he's going upward, which should take me to the star. Oh, it's right over there. So far I haven't really run into major bugs yet. Like I said, did I mention? I can't remember. I have very bad short-term memory, but this is actually the most recent patch for this game, and earlier patches did have quite a few bugs and some camera issues, so far I haven't had any encounters with those. I hope that those encounters are very limited. Might as well go for the next one. Puzzle panel. Alright, so that is where our next one is gonna be. This is definitely helpful. For some stars, the cutscene hints you get aren't going to be nearly as, useful in my opinion. But, for the most part, they'll give you at least an idea of what you need to do. Okay, there's the snake. Do I need Flood to get in there? I'm pretty sure I do. Let's just make our way back up here to get Flood. It's a shame he's not going to talk to me and ask me how I've been since the whole Isle Delfino stuff. Some very key lore missing here, Kays. I gotta get up there, come on. What's this gonna... I actually didn't know there was a sign there, wow. Oh, it tells me how to do it. That would have been good if I noticed that sign earlier. I wouldn't have looked like a jackass trying to use the L button to hover. Alrighty, let's go ahead and make our way over here. You know, if I remember this correctly, this is a... oh, wonderful. This is one of these puzzles. That's super fun stuff. I actually hate puzzles like these. I'm sure there's a really, really easy solution to this, but... Lord knows I'm not gonna know it. What could this possibly want? I'm trying to think. Guess it warrants mentioning. I'm not great at puzzles like these, but... ah, yeah, wonderful. See, this already did something that I didn't think was gonna happen, so... I forgot how this puzzle works. What the hell? Nope. Yeah, I'm not good at puzzles like these, but hopefully I can figure it out sooner rather than later. See, I almost have this. Almost. I think I have an idea what I need to do. Maybe it's like this. things like this always give me trouble. If anybody remembers playing Resident Evil 4, there was one puzzle in that game that always managed to screw me up, which was this, it was like a picture. It was like a picture puzzle, like one of those sliding picture puzzles. And for the love of God, I could never get that done in a reasonable amount of time. I seriously don't know what to do here. I don't think there's a way to reset it either. On the snake outside. We should check that out, I guess. Because, like, what I need to do is right there. Right next to the wall. It's just figuring out how to get that specific one. That's a bit of a problem. And some people might look at it and be like, oh, this is a very easy puzzle. Well, you know what? I'm proud of you. Because I struggle with this kind of stuff. Aw, oh, damn it, I wanted to use that. Oh, come on, let me wall kick. I don't think this is gonna let me do that. Oh well. Doesn't matter, because I'm only trying to get to the side of the snake. Find that solution that's engraved in it. Maybe it's up top here. I feel like this box is gonna be my best bet for this. I remember when I first did this puzzle, I kind of just like bullshitted it and managed to figure that out. But, might not be the case this time. Oh, well, what do you know? I am now part of the snake. No, don't do this. I had a good thing going there. That was worth exploring, I guess. Probably wasn't, but it's okay, I had fun. It would just be really nice if I could just reset the default position of this puzzle. So that I wouldn't have to increase the nonsensical guessing game going on here. I also like how the textures just keep popping. That's kind of great. Let's just call it that. I keep getting the not desired results. Like, just give me that corner, that's all I need. Damn it. Like I said, this is just kind of obnoxious because there's no real way to reset the puzzle if you guess incorrectly. Part of it is just trying to get all of it. Oh, damn it, I didn't want to do that. Maybe I did. Yeah, I'm not very good at stuff like this. I'll come back to this one. Sorry for wasting time here, but it's just like I don't feel like thinking right now. Like I said, I'm just gonna kind of do this at my own pace. Let's go look at some of the other levels. Because there are way cooler things in this one. See, the thing that's stupid about that puzzle is I know that it's like a really easy solution. There almost always is a really easy solution to that. Now, some of you might recognize what these things are from Yoshi's Island. These are the fuzzy things that make Yoshi get high, and of course, if that happens here, same concept, everything kind of gets all fuzzy and stuff. Only temporarily, though. It also kind of screws up your controls. It's a funny little gimmick. One of the cooler things that's added to this as far as custom stuff goes. But we do have to cross that little gap with all those fuzzy things. Alright, so we're just gonna make our way up here. Now the important thing is we absolutely do not want those guys touching us. Otherwise this section's gonna get a lot more difficult. Oh, I could have just taken Jesus Christ, I can't speak. I could have very easily just jumped up here. Oh yeah, that's right, this part's challenging because I also have to combat the wind. And if I fall on... Oh, I don't die, okay. Don't touch the fuzzy, damn it! Oh, don't do this to me. Oh, well, I'm now really high and flying. Right on. Pretty sure they use this kind of effect in Chaos Mario. Damn it, I lost control of the... I got control at the last possible point. It's really hard to control Mario here, though. Okay, I thought I was gonna get stuck in there. But I forgot this is the most recent patch, so they fixed every known bug. Every single one of them. There is not a single bug here because he said they fixed every known bug. That just means it's gonna be even funnier when I find one. Oh, come on, stop. I don't want to get dizzy. Though admittedly, it's making this a lot easier than it should. Oh no, Mario. Don't do that. Alright, moral of the story is you touch the fuzzy stuff, you get dizzy. And as you can see, we've now got enough stars to access that next area. So that's pretty cool. And this next area that we've unlocked with the boat is pretty cool. So we're just gonna hop our way over there. And there we are. We are off. Into Sunset Islet. This one's actually a pretty cool level. It's very simple, but it's fun. But we'll get back to this part in the next part of the playthrough. Thanks for watching. Hopefully this is, enjoyable for you guys. As enjoyable as it is for me anyways. When I record the next part, it's gonna be on this level, and hopefully we'll get some more stuff done. I'm RipChip, and I'll catch you later.